What is up, big team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So, yes, I'm going to continue talking about Binance today. I'm going to continue to talk about CZ. There's a lot going on and a lot to unpack with everything going out there. And yeah, I get some people can say this is fun, but this is something that we've actually been talking about since the lawsuit came out here. And that is that there are some potential things from a criminal standpoint. Obviously, market manipulation. You got, commingling of funds and moving funds around. And so there were I would say, some pretty stiff allegations by the SEC in the lawsuit given to not only Binance.us, but also CZ himself. And based off what John Stark says, and if you guys don't know who he is, some people actually think he's just a fear monger who comes out here and puts articles out here to cause FUD. But I mean, I would say that he makes a valid point here. I don't know if I 100% agree with everything he says, but he does make a valid point here. And we did talk about getting the DOJ involved based off the allegations that are out there because they're very strong. And it says right here that John, who is the ex-head of the SEC's Office of Internet Enforcement, hinted that the U.S. DOJ will fill or has already filed under a seal the Binance-linked criminal indictment. So he believes that the Department of Justice is actually going to be filing a criminal indictment on CZ, Binance.us, and Binance. He mentioned that both the CFTC and the SEC's complaint read more like a criminal indictment to him. However, the complaint also alleges that crypto exchanges of fraud, deception of law, and money laundering. I mean, those are huge allegations. And again, I read it like that too. I mean, when you go through and read that, they weren't like these light allegations. I mean, they basically were saying like this is a complete deception of what you're trying to do here. You have exchange fraud because you own a market maker, you're manipulating prices, and then you're laundering money back and forth through all of these different accounts and companies, which they provided documentation for. So I wouldn't be shocked if they actually do order something from the Department of Justice. And this would be so detrimental to the cryptocurrency market right now. As you guys know, like, we are very fragile. The cryptocurrency market is super fragile right now. As you guys know, just over the last week, we've been in disarray. So having an indictment come through by the Department of Justice would be horrible, would be absolutely horrible. And I don't know what would happen to the cryptocurrency market, but I know for a fact it would plunge, knowing that the number one exchange in the world that holds literally over like 3/4 of everything is gonna have fraud charged against them. I mean, like, that's crazy. It sort of hurts my head. And in a way, yeah, it does cause some uncertainty and it does cause some doubt when you start to really think about this. It says the SEC's alleged that the Binance and its CEO commingled billions of dollars with customer funds, which was later secretly sent to different companies controlled by CZ. And they provided a lot of documentation on that. In terms of the SEC. However, the commission has a memorandum of support, has mentioned that it has also been widely reported that the world's largest crypto exchanges, CZ, are under criminal authority investigation. I mean, like, dude, this is huge, right? No one's really talking about it because they don't want to talk about it because they're afraid of what could eventually happen to the cryptocurrency market. It says the watchdog further alleged that the defendants assisted US VIPs users to evade Binance compliance controls. And that was also in there as well, talking about how VIPs could go over and trade on Binance.com versus Binance.us. And there were pathways for that to happen. And both CZ and everyone knew that based off the chat bots or the chat logs that were out there. This is some pretty wild allegations, but you have a lot of people out here thinking that criminal files will be charged against CZ and Binance and Binance.us, and that would be detrimental. But you know what? It's already out there. People are already talking about it, and you got a lot of people who have worked for the SEC before saying the same thing, and they read it the same way. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm a little disappointed. This is going to be crazy, but I will not be surprised if it happens. So with all that, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about this? Please leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And with all that said, we're out. Peace out, everyone.